grant made with funds made available under this paragraph shall be expended for planning and management, development and administration. H. Technical assistance amounts made available under this paragraph shall be used for single-family, multifamily, and manufactured housing rebates, and the Secretary shall, in consultation with states, contractors, and other technical experts, design support, methodology, and contractor criteria as appropriate for the different building stock. I. Use of funds, rebate amounts made available through the High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Program established under subsection B. 1 of Section 124 of the Energy Policy Act of 2005, 42 U.S.C. 15821, as amended by Section 30422 of this subtitle, may be used in conjunction with the funds made available under this section. B. Definitions in this section. 1. Aggregator. The term aggregator means a gas utility, electric utility, or commercial, non-profit, or government entity that may receive rebates provided under a state program under this section for one or more portfolios consisting of one or more energy efficiency retrofits. 2. Contractor certification. The term contractor certification means a. An industry-recognized certification that may be obtained by a residential contractor to advance the expertise and education of the contractor in energy efficiency retrofits of residential buildings, and b. Any other certification the Secretary determines appropriate for purposes of the home's rebate program established under subsection A. 2. 3. Contractor company. The term contractor company means a company, a. the business of which is to provide services to residential building owners with respect to HVAC systems, insulation, air sealing, or other services that are approved by the Secretary, b. that holds the licenses and insurance required by the state in which the company provides services, and c. that provides services for which a rebate may be provided pursuant to the Home's Rebate Program established under subsection A. 2. 4. Energy Star Program. The term Energy Star Program means the program established by Section 324A of the Energy Policy and Conservation Act, 42 U.S.C. 6294A. 5. Home. The term home means a building with not more than 4 dwelling units or a manufactured housing unit, including a unit built before June 15, 1976, that a. is located in the United States, b. was constructed before the date of enactment of this Act, and c. is occupied at least 6 months out of the year. 6. HVAC system. The term HVAC system means a system, A. Is certified under the Energy Star program. B. Consisting of a heating component, a ventilation component, and an air conditioning component, and C. The components of which may include central air conditioning, a heat pump, a furnace, a boiler, a rooftop unit, and a window unit. 7. Multifamily building. The term multifamily building means a building with 5 or more dwelling units. 8. State Energy Office. The term State Energy Office means the state agency responsible for developing state energy conservation plans under Section 362 of the Energy Policy and Conservation Act, 42 U.S.C. 6322. 9. Underserved Community. The term underserved community means a community located in a zip code that includes one or more census tracts that are identified as a low-income community, or 2. A community of racial or ethnic minority concentration, or b. Any other community that the Secretary determines is disproportionately vulnerable to, or bears a disproportionate burden of, any combination of economic, social, and environmental stresses. Sec. 30422. High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Program. A. In general, Section 124 of the Energy Policy Act of 2005, 42 U.S.C. 15821, is amended to read as follows, Sec. 124. High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Program. A. Appropriations. 1. In general. In addition to amounts otherwise available, there is appropriated to the Secretary for fiscal year 2022, out of any money in the Treasury not otherwise appropriated, $3,500,000,000, to remain available until September 30, 2031, to carry out this section, including to provide rebates under this section, of which the Secretary, A. may use not more than $5 million for community and consumer education and outreach related to this section, and b. shall use not more than $300,000,000 to administer this section, and 2. to provide administrative and technical support to certified contractor companies, qualified providers, states, and Indian tribes. Two, additional funding for tribal communities and low or moderate income households. In addition to amounts otherwise available, there is appropriated to the Secretary for fiscal year 2022, out of any money in the Treasury not otherwise appropriated, $5,500,000,000, to remain available until September 30, 2031, for a. rebates under this section relating to qualified electrification projects carried out in tribal communities or for low or moderate income households, and b. any necessary administrative or technical support for those qualified electrification projects. B. High-efficiency electric home rebates for qualified electrification projects. 1. High-efficiency electric home rebates. The Secretary shall establish a program within the department, to be known as the High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Program, under which the Secretary shall provide to homeowners and owners of multifamily buildings high-efficiency electric home rebates, in accordance with this subsection, for qualified electrification projects carried out at, or relating to, the homes or multifamily buildings, as applicable. 2. Amount of rebate, A. In general. Subject to subsection C. 1. A high-efficiency electric home rebate under paragraph 1 shall be equal to I, in the case of a qualified electrification project described in subsection D. 11. I. 2. That installs a heat pump used for water heating, not more than $1,250. 2. In the case of a qualified electrification project described in subsection D. 11. I. 2. That installs a heat pump vac system, IAA, not more than $3,000 if the heat pump vac system has a heating capacity of not less than 27,500 BTU per hour. Or, BB, not more than $4,000 if the heat pump vac system meets Energy Star Program cold climate criteria and is installed in a cold climate, as determined by the Secretary. 2. AA, not more than $1,500 if the heat pump vac system has a heating capacity of less than 27,500 BTU per hour. Or, BB, not more than $2,000 if the heat pump vac system meets Energy Star Program cold climate criteria and is installed in a cold climate, as determined by the Secretary. And 3. $250, in addition to the amount described in subclause I, or 2, if a qualified electrification project described in subsection D. 11. I.V. that installs insulation, air sealing, and ventilation in accordance with clause V is completed within 6 months before or after the qualified electrification project described in that subclause. 3. In the case of a qualified electrification project described in subclause 3 or 4 of subsection D. 11. I. Not more than $600. (4) In the case of a qualified electrification project described in subsection D. 11. I. That installs an electric load or service center panel that enables the installation and use of any upgrade, appliance, system, equipment, infrastructure, component, or other item installed pursuant to any other qualified